Okay, welcome back to This What It Is, S.4.G opinion show. Now, I'm going to get right into this. Not only did my brother tell me that it was real needed for me to do this testimony that I had in a dream, very deep. You know, I've got of course people know I got a lot of testimonies, but my brother told me that I really need to get this out to the world so people can hear this, especially others that probably went through it too, you know, because besides my many testimonies, this testimony was in a dream. My other ones was in this reality realm. It wasn't in a dream. Happened broad daylight, you know, different times, had sometimes at night, sometimes broad daylight. But in this testimony, in this particular testimony, it was in my dream. Now, it's two testimonies I'm about to give you. Spiritual encounters in my dream. Out of many that I got. First one I'm going to tell you about is me fighting Satan. And the second one is going through a cave full of angels. Okay, so now starting with me fighting Satan, this dream, you know how dreams normally jump from dream to dream. This particular dream, it didn't go like that. This dream, it started right off, and I need y'all to picture this. It started right off with me and Satan automatically fighting. And the dream was anywhere else before this, or this is what I exactly remember. You know, so me and Satan is fighting in this dream. But the thing about me fighting Satan in this dream, like I said, y'all got to picture this. It looked like a designated area, like a desert. Like you can't see mountains for miles. You know, no buildings, no mountains. You know, no other people. Right? It's like for miles you can't see nothing else. It's just all desert. But the thing, it was dry desert land. I got to give y'all this picture so y'all can see exactly what I seen, what I experienced. So like I said, it's a dry desert land. Okay? Look like cracks in the ground too. Dry desert land. No mountains, none of that. It's like everything from us is distant. Everything from us is distant. Almost like we was the only ones that existed. So now me and Satan both had breastplates on, like armor on. He had the same type of armor on. It's like we had warrior armor on. You know what I mean? To give you a better example, well, I'm not gonna say if you, because I'm pretty sure everybody's seen the movie 300. We had the same breastplate, same attire on as 300. Minus the swords and the shields. But we had everything else on. That's exactly what we had on. Exactly how it looked in the movie 300. That's exactly what we had on. And y'all got to excuse. Of course, y'all know I'm giving this truth out. I'm giving this word out at the same time. This testimony, even though it's in dreams, God says that that he's going to, like men will dream dreams, men and women will dream dreams. And it's scripture on that. But he'll come through in dreams, same way as I had spiritual encounters, in this reality realm out here, instead of the spirituality realm, which is the dream realm. But with that being said, you got to excuse, cars going to get loud. It's going to be all types of stuff trying to stop y'all from hearing this truth and hearing what's going on. And it's still prophecy. So as I'm fighting Satan, we going toe to toe. We going toe to toe. We both got breastplates on. Like I said, we dressed like 300. The movie 300. And this dream, we going toe to toe. But we not using no swords and no shields. We going toe to toe and we fist fighting. Toe to toe, just slugging it out. Bang, 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 bang. Like punching each other in our face. In each other's faces. Just slugging it out. Just bang, bang. We just like rapid speed. It almost looked like somebody from Dragon Ball Z. We just boom, boom, boom. I didn't have no helmet on. He didn't have no helmet on. And another thing I want to say for my testimony of seeing him in the reality realm when he came up on me and my homie, you know, in my other testimony, he didn't look like that. Because, you know, in the reality realm out here, you know, in the reality realm out here, he looked like a, you know, a pretty boy, white boy with curly hair, Roman trim hair. Couldn't see no horns unless the horns was under his hair. He had no beard. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to call Joe Osteen the devil, but he looked, a perfect example is Joe Osteen. That's how he looked. He like Joe Osteen twin, the preacher Joe Osteen. I'm not trying to call him the devil. I'm just saying that's exactly how he looked. Perfect representation of how he looked. And he was broad like an angel, but the bottom had, and he had regular human arms and everything. Well, not human, angel arms and stuff. He was broad, but the bottom half was like a horse, goat, horse, dragon. He's called a couple of things, you know. But no matter what, it was like a beast. He walked with hooves. His legs was bent back like a horse and all that, dragging, hobbling. And his feet was hooves. But in this dream, he didn't look like that. He looked how people make him look when they put pictures of him so you can fear him. With the horns on his head and the beastly face look. That's how he looked in the dream. And the bottom half, he still did have the beast down there, but it's like it covered it more with the stuff that we was wearing. It's like we was like on some more full body armor. So with that being said, so we going toe to toe. Here we go. We going toe to toe, slugging it out. Bang, bang, bang. We just all face shots. No body or nothing. Bang, 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 hitting each other in the face. Now, all of a sudden, the ground starts to crack. There already was cracks in the ground, but the ground started to like, basically, everything around us was like falling. The ground just started falling, started caving in everywhere around us. The ground just started dropping, boom, boom, everywhere around us, to the point it was just me and him. It would look like we were standing on a mountain. But in all reality, we were standing on what was left of that desert ground. It was just me and him on that one last piece, that one last area we were standing on. Me and him was standing on, that's the only thing that was left. Me and him slugging it out on that one piece of what you say, what you could say, like once all the ground around us collapsed, you know what I mean? You might as well say like we were standing on a piece of a mountain. You know, and it just like after that drop, it's like that's it. So next minute, that collapsed. But when that collapsed, I instantly grabbed him by his neck. I grabbed him by his neck with one arm, with one hand. On the other hand, I just kept punching him in his face. Bang, 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 while we're falling. Now we're falling fast. We're rapidly falling, but same time as we're falling, I'm on something like I'm going to land on him while I'm choking him. I didn't care about hitting the concrete. I didn't care about landing. All I cared about is pounding the mess out of his face and winning his victory. And I knew that I was fighting for the Lord. You know, so he just the whole time while I'm pounding his face, he's just making these faces. Satan is making these faces like he's just, you know, in so much pain from me hitting him. And I'm constantly pounding him. So, with that being said, as we're falling, it was like a never-ending fall. I'm just pounding him, boom, boom, punching him in his face, bang, 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 punching him in his face while holding him by his neck, and he's just doing like this the whole time. He just kept doing like this. So it gets to the point while we falling, I'm still holding him on his neck, and I'm punching him in his face. Next minute, I start seeing like red from a distance, like, and you know, from the blind side of him. Like while I'm choking him and punching him in his face, I start to notice that the more we fall down, I start seeing all this red behind him. So now as I'm punching him in his face, still in the midst of punching him, you know, you see something while you punching somebody, I start seeing more and more red, but it's a long fall. So it got to the point I seen so much red that I looked past him and looked around him. I was like, oh, like where are we falling? Then when I looked at Satan, after I looked at, seen all that red and was like, oh, where are we falling to? Then I looked at him. He turned to me and smiled like on some like, got you. You know what I mean? The next minute was like a splash. It was like a splash. It was a splash. But the thing was, it was like I landed in lava. Okay, it's not hard to tell. I landed in hell. Mind you, I was still holding his neck, still punching him in his face. You know what I mean? So when we hit the, it was like lava. I'm trying to break this down for y'all. Almost like a pool of blood, but it was like lava. Right? I'm gonna get y'all to understand and see this clearly. It was like splash, and then when we splashed, the thing was I didn't go deep in it like you would go in a pool. It splashed, but then it was like, it's not no like. I can feel bodies under me. Like, it was so many bodies in this lava. There was so many bodies. It was a lake of fire, basically. But it looked like lava. But the point I'm saying, it was so many bodies that I couldn't go under it. It splashed, but I couldn't go down like, you swimming and you come up. It was a splash, and I just fell on all these trampled bodies. And I instantly stood up on the bodies, but the reason how at first I didn't know they was bodies, but I know they didn't feel like hard concrete. So as I stood up, I'm noticing where I'm standing on is moving. And when I look down, it's all these bodies moving like, some pulling each other, trying to pull each other into it so they can try to come out of it. There's moaning and groaning. And it was also demons in the fire too. It was also demons in the fire. So while I'm seeing all this and I'm looking around, observing, I didn't even see the devil no more. It's like basically I got you where I wanted to get you to, trying to fight me physically when you should